What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the... Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Crimea.
And this one has all of... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Nice hook. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Beautiful counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook just can't find the target. Not a lot of defense here at all. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. That big hook doesn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As back. Here we go, it's round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punching. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left hook misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Well done with that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. And there's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They exchange punches. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying. Did you see that? Deontay Wilder rocked right now, and down goes Wilder. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
A shot from the gods took him out.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round.
I love that.
Here we go to the fourth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Punch, counter punch. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw it, oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fight.
That right hand's beautiful.
There's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does that, I'll be very, very surprised.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. You'd like to... And down goes Deontay. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
You saw it. Close the door.
all the way through count. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Come on, you're switching off. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round. Left back.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You continue.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and Alexander Roy Jones Jr. And this one has all of those big fight feels. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That hook scores. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
That uppercut straight through the gloves. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. What a punch. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Good counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. And there's the bell to start round 2. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A perfect counter shot. Missing with the hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last fight. There's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just avoids the left uppercut. That time counter shot. Missing with the left hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice counter shot. We wanted action and they are delivering. And he scores with the counter. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The right hook misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Blocks that left hook. And he just misses with that jab. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Throws the jab but does not score. He missed with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? On to the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Caution being thrown to the wind. A perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't find a home for that jab. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot...
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Roy Jones in that. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Believe what we're seeing. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just...
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. There's a final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel. And we enter the 8th round. And he scores with the counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful...
Whoa, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr., believe it, and down goes Jones Jr. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is...
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now. El Nino de Oro. It's Lightning Lee McGregor. So here comes the European Bantamweight champion who won his Commonwealth title in 2018. He fights out of Edinburgh, Scotland.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Edinburgh, Scotland, introducing the popular British and Commonwealth title holder, here is Lightning Lee McGregor.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Can't score with that hook again. Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? The jab doesn't quite connect. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my, Lee McGregor in trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Oh, and Lee McGregor's been dazed. They've avoided catastrophe there. Perfect counter shot. Hold it right there. Ooh, Lee McGregor just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Oh, Lee McGregor, this could be trouble. Lee McGregor goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knock. I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world,
Marco Antonio Barrera, an absolute legendary warrior. He fights out of Mexico City and has the entire country in his corner. He's a three-weight division world champion. El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2000.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Mexico City, here is the sensational 3-division champion of the world, the baby-faced assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't land the jab there. He missed with that jab. Good counter punching. Nice counter. An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fight.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
There's a scoring blow. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that lap.
Starting to make mistakes and switching.
On to the second round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook was off target. How about that time counter shot? And he fails. Did you see that? Are we about to see the legend Barrera go down? Oh my word, Barrera is down. Can he make it back to his feet? We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Catch and shoot. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caught him. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. Misses with the right uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They threw the hook. It didn't land. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different...
Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. Perfect counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we continue.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it because if you let him jump back on...
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Let's start the sixth. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Missing with that jab. Nice counter punch. And the build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've they've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's a counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. Punch, counter punch. Barrera might be going down. Marco Antonio Barrera is on the canvas. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Get your mind back, get focused.
Here we go, it's round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight...
Oh, my God, Johnny! The Venezuelan is rocked! Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got...
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
You'd like to see more jabs. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last.
You've done all your work all the way through.
Round 8, and we're off again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Perfect counter lands. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.